Hello there, Seraphim17 once again, introducing you to my Batman Arkham City Hard Plus difficulty video walkthrough. And this is the final boss of the game, and it is Clayface. So surprise surprise, it was Clayface all along. The Joker didn't get better, he was just playing a trick on us all. So this move right there that you see, you can press the counter button to counter it, but it doesn't do that much damage, and as long as you know what you're doing, you can dodge it and still throw the stuff at him. The best way to do damage is to lure him to turning into the ball and running into the corner explosives, but you don't need to do that. You can keep throwing the ice stuff at him and doing what you want. This attack here, he does two swipes. The first one's short, the second one's long. If you roll as they come towards you, you will roll away from them, and they will not do any damage to you. A lot of his attacks can be evaded by just an intelligent use of the roll, and as long as you spam the right trigger to throw as much of the ice stuff as him, you will soon have him going to his frozen state, where you do the quick time event and you beat him up. So this is not a hard fight whatsoever. It's an extremely easy boss fight, which is nice. So you've pretty much done the game at this point. The checkpoints are very kind, and the fight itself is very simple. You repeat this again, I think for a second time. This is a new pattern where he whips a bunch of clay at you, but if you roll like I just did at the right time, you will evade it. The jump attack is a simple one, you just roll out of the way. One of the hardest moves to avoid is when he turns both his fists into hammers and he kind of clamps them together in a clap. That can be challenging to evade, but aside from that, he's pretty simple. He's just turned into the ball. Unfortunately, I wasn't close enough to the explosives to exploit that, but it doesn't matter because it's a very simple fight. But just evade him, just throw your ice at him, trying to get punched too much like I keep doing. This is the one I don't like. The second one's longer and it always catches me, because it's just quicker than the swinging one. But once you do the quick time event again, you'll fall through the floor, and then you'll fight him in a familiar area where the Lazarus pit was, and you'll have the sword, and you'll have to kill a bunch of clay copies. And at that point the fight becomes even easier because it's really fun. All you do is you beat up the clay copies until he turns into Clayface once again. He'll attack you once at first, and then you can throw a bunch of ice at him, he'll disappear. Once you've hurt him enough, he'll attack you twice when he comes up, and at the end he attacks 3 times before you're clear to attack him back. And at that point, you can attack him if you want to, but you'll get hit because you can't attack and dodge at the same time. And I love this. How fun is this? Just chopping him up into little bits. Such a good thing to put in the game. This is the interval though, this is the checkpoint. Where good old Joker detonates the floor, we fall through. Talks a little bit longer than one expected, but there he goes. Button is pressed, floor blows up, and then it's back into Toad Raz Al Ghul's lair. But we've got the badass sword, and I hope there's a challenge room where you get to use the sword. It'd be cool if it was a character skin where you came with the sword, because it's a one-hit kill on pretty much everything. It's so good. It's such a fun weapon to use. But here's the ever so familiar League of Assassin room. There is Clayface. He's not going to move from that point from now on. He's just going to congeal into his old self, and that's when you can hurt him. So just kill these guys like you fought every enemy on the game. Bear in mind you will kill them in one hit, and you're very fast with the sword, so you can take down dudes really quick. There is Clayface. He's going to fire from his mouth some clay. Now I can throw some ice at him. So just, well, when I finish rolling, throw some ice. That was not a good example of how to do this effectively, but I will get better at it in later on in the fight. So all you do now is you go back to killing the dudes. He'll pump out more of them, and then after a while he'll come back out of the clay. This is when you throw stuff at him. He'll fire at me. You should usually have to dodge, but right then I was quick enough to hit him 3 times and it put him back into the clay pile. So it's back to killing his buddies. And you'll notice I'm taking a lot of sloppy hits here, but it doesn't matter because these guys die so quickly, you can just go to town on them, and Clayface will come up, and as long as you do it flawlessly and you don't get careless like I was, now he's going to fire 2 at me, you can do all the damage you need and not take any damage yourself. It's not a challenging fight, it's not difficult to do, it doesn't take much skill, it's just pattern memorization and knowing and being comfortable with the combat. If you can get comfortable with fighting, you can get comfortable in this situation. He fires 1, he fires 2, does he fire 3? He fires 3, this means he's dying, so I can throw a bunch more at him, and he'll pop up 1 more time, and then he's dead. So just keep on killing his clones, keep on pushing down that orange bar, That's when he'll surface again, once the orange bar's gone down completely. So there we go, he turns up once again, he fires a quick one there, he fires a quick one there, and the third one comes. Now I can hit him and kill him. And all you have to do now, people, is run up to him and do the quick time, well, press X or press A or whatever you've got to press, and you'll kill his heart, you'll get the ending, and you'll get the achievement for beating the game for the second time, which is twice nightly, worth I think 75G, because for some reason Rocksteady decided not to give this game a hard difficulty achievement, which is gay, or a hard plus difficulty, which would have been nice. But there goes the guy. I have to turn my notifications back on because I had them turned off for the game. Problem with this is the achievement's already popped, so when I go to the achievement list, I think it's going to pop now. It doesn't pop, so then I check it, and lo and behold, there it is. So this is where the cutscene normally kicks in, but I've probably, there you go, Batman Arkham City credits. Still waiting for the achievement to pop up, but it's already popped, so it's not going to, and I have to go to my dash and show it. Here we go. Achievements, Arkham City, twice nightly, complete new game plus, which is what just happened there. But anyway, people, thanks for watching. I hope the guide helped. Next guide's going to be Battlefield 3. I hope you look forward to it as much as I do, and as always, you take care now.